We're live. Hey, good morning, late morning. It is a Sunday. This is I guess I should say who we are. We are 5am Mester Scrum. It's funny, I talk in third person. I'm Greg, Mester Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way. We're going to get a little lofty, not so practical, not so tactical, but talk about some subjects we've been talking about in the past at a higher level, a meta level maybe, and just so that you can bring more value to your customer and get home and have some fun with the family, right? I gotta do some fun stuff today with the family. We'll see how that goes. And it's a later normal. This is our 383rd episode, and it's about 9:34. So what are we? 4 hours behind our normal time, like around 5:30. So yeah, but it's Sunday, and I slept in, and I made breakfast for everybody and took care of them. And we have a bubble kitten who's here, causing trouble, who's in a weird mood. She's about to attack me. Anyway, our little co-host here, Bubbles, is over here. You want to say hi, Bubs? No, she doesn't want to say hi. Anyway, what are we talking about today, right? What are we doing? So talk a lot. I was watching some videos and some good points, and as reflecting on what Jem Jelly said, JEMJELLY. He's on LinkedIn and he's doing some YouTube stuff lately, putting some stuff out. But I was also thinking about some other things that I had, like a little confession I told about yesterday. So two things. One, I'm going to talk about metrics and how we're doing it all wrong, how people are doing metrics completely wrong and don't get it. And then talk about a little bit of done and the confession about done, right? And how being done is so key to getting things going to new fun stuff. So first thing, I'll talk about the metrics. We talk a lot about metrics, and I'm reflecting on Jem Jelly's talks about what real Agile coaching is. My size is reading what's in the book and what's in the training guides and what's in the Scrum guide. And I want to say the same thing about metrics. And we're going to still do more metrics because they're helpful. When I first started all this stuff way before I did enterprise coaching, all my metrics were for the team. It was all about team-centric, team seeing how they're doing and judge and not judging themselves, but give them goals, indicators to themselves. Are they still pushing the envelope? Are they still getting to where they want to go? It was never about reporting up to management, ever. So like doing burndown charts and how much work is done and throughput rates and acceleration and all that stuff. My original goal was never for that to be for management reporting. And I was reflecting on stuff about SAFe and scaling and what people do and how middle managers operate and what everybody wants. Everybody's taken all this stuff and making reporting. Scrum and writing code is not about reporting. That's an old project management thing. And even that in project management, I never really appreciated that very much. I appreciated the tools you use to manage my project, not necessarily report out to everybody else how we're doing. Everybody, well, if you want to know how we're doing, just ask, is what I always believed. But really more internal to the group, to the teams that I was managing projects for. But all this project management and this thing I call glorified coordinators, I really don't call them, just because you can manage a Gantt chart or a risk chart doesn't make you a project manager, to be honest with you. That's easy. That I can do in my sleep. I can do that in an instant. Doesn't take very much work to do that. The hard part about being a project manager, I always felt, was interacting with the people and making sure I'm there and answer questions. And basically, I was a Scrum Master. My whole career, I was a Scrum Master. Getting rid of blockers, helping people when they were stuck, make sure they had what they needed. I didn't tell them what they do. I work with a bunch of PhDs. I'm just a little BSME. I just got a mechanical engineering degree. I'm not a PhD. I'm not super geeky smart. I can't tell them how to do their job, but I can help them, guide them, and talk through processes and say as a coach, or say, okay, you did this. So what would be your next move? What do you think it would be? And just give that opportunity for them to have a discussion and bring ideas and make them think a little harder on what they wanted to do. And that's how I did it. And it just translates into Scrum and Agile. But what I'm getting back at is that we have totally abused the hell out of velocities, totally abused the hell out of throughput, time boxes, amount work done, capacity, load. Crap, man. Freaking middle management and managers and PMOs beat the shit out of teams. Sorry for my French. It's not French, but sorry for the cursing. To get these loads and capacities. It's totally not agile. I'm going to tell you right now, all that load, capacity, safe, the reporting, the charts, and all that stuff that they go up to middle managers so they have see how the teams are doing is not agile. Nope. Nada. And I'm just going to say that, put that out. It's not agile. Sorry. I create those things. It's like the guy who created the word points. It's like, but now he's like, I'm sorry I created points because now they're measuring all the teams against points. And he's like, I should have never done it because now I'm associated with freaking points who are getting abused by people to grade their teams. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Is this just that the metrics were about helping teams and helping teams see how they're doing internally. It wasn't about comparing one team to another. And I think we, as agile organizations, have totally abused that, but they don't understand anything else different. What else do I do if I can't grade my teams? What value add do I have? Fix blockers, get rid of stuff, make the systems work better, get them resources, get them hardware, get them new tools, new programs, listen to them when they have problems. That's what I always tell managers. They look at me like, what? I got to actually interface with my people that work for me? I don't want to do that. That sucks. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you get paid the bucks for, really. But anyway, okay. That's my spew on metrics. Sorry about that. The next spew that I want to have on here is about getting things done. A little, everybody talks about in the social media world, you talk about some things, personal stuff, whatever. It's not really a personal thing. It's just like, so I got a list on the wall right there of stuff I need to work on. And would it be the train museum, personal stuff, working on the house, things like that. And when I confession, I talk about getting stuff done. And when stuff's not done, it drags you behind. Happens the same thing in teams, happens the same thing in life, happens the same thing as an entrepreneur. You have to get stuff done so you can go on to the next thing, the next pivot, the next thing you want to do. If you don't get the stuff done, it's just going to drag you down. I need an anchor. Wish I had an anchor, but like drags you down like an anchor. Maybe that's a new way to do retrospectives, where you do the sailboat, draw the anchor, and put all the things that have been. Ooh, that's a nice one. All this stuff drag. I'm going to do a show on that. I'll write that in my book. We'll figure that one out. That drag you down and slow you down. Like I had to finish some taxes. I did the federal taxes. God forbid I want the federal government coming after my butt. But I had to do state. It turned out they owed me money. Go figure that one. So I'm like, oh shoot, I could have got $1,000. I guess I got to do my local city, and I got to do the nonprofit stuff for the museum. So I want to get that done today, and then top it off. The dryer stopped heating up the clothes, and now my wife's, when am I get my dryer back? So I got those couple major things I got to get done this weekend so that we can progress. By not getting those things done and off my plate, my mind is always thinking I got to go do that, and the longer you delay getting stuff done, the more it slows you down and makes you stressed out and not happy. Okay, because I have to admit, here's my confession, that I haven't been happy. I've been slow, I've been dragging my feet because I still got all those taxes to do and stuff I got to finish and things I needed to get done and be done and off the plate, right? It needed all that stuff. I can use COVID as an example, but sooner or later that can't be your example, your crutch forever, right? It can't be your excuse to why you slow down. So my confession is I haven't got all my stuff done, and it's impacting my ability to go to the next level and build some stuff and really do some major change in this world. So just like you, I make these things. I realize that, but you got to recognize that what isn't done, what is dragging you down like an anchor that you haven't finished. Just take some time, put all the other stuff in the work. Don't do any new stuff. Just close out some of that old stuff so you can move on and move at 1,000,000 miles an hour, right? Until the next thing slows you down and you know you want to do that. But that's just my confession, my thought about done. And the same thing applies in the workforce. You know, if you're doing a lot of manual testing and you haven't done automation yet, you know, you gotta bite the bullet and you gotta take a sprint, and the whole team needs to go and say, look, we need to automate this stuff so that we don't have to worry about it anymore, or go, oh God, gotta run manual regression. Oh God, it could take 4 weeks to do it. We don't want to put new code out because we have to manual test and it takes forever and that's no fun. Who likes to do manual regression testing? Nobody likes it. And then you don't want to put out new code and new functionality because you still have to maintain the old functionality. It's like an anchor, right? That's why these companies, they have you upgrade everything so all the anchors go away. They don't want to maintain the old stuff. So that's all I got to share today. So one is we're doing metrics wrong. It's supposed to be for the team. It's not supposed to be for reporting. It's not to give somebody a job in the PMO's office. That's not what metrics are about. And that's not an agile thought process, right? That's just over documentation. To be honest with you, that doesn't give any value to the customer. You know, if we have metrics and manage the teams and the team manages itself to produce what they say they're going to do, that saves a lot of money for the customer and you make more profit. Just being honest. You don't need all that other crap. And then the other thing, getting stuff done in the confession, like I said, I have some things that have been dragging me back. It happens. It happens to everybody, but I wanted to share that with everybody. And just so you're not the only one. And say, Greg's perfect. Greg is not perfect. Greg is a mess. Just I manage my messes in little tiny pieces and I get them done. And then I go to the next mess. That's what I do, right? But I keep trying to get higher and higher and try to achieve some stuff. Clear some room out, clear some time out, take some of that time. Now take that time and magnify it and go to the next level. With that, ring the little bell, please. If you think you want to subscribe and get notification when we put some stuff out, we'll put some smaller videos out over this weekend. And give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Thumbs ups are good. Always thumbs up. Up, up, up. All right. Take care, everybody. See you on Monday. Whatever you got left of the weekend, I hope you get the chance to enjoy it. And take care. Bye. See ya.